My dog Thor, he has decided that he wants to teach class today. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm in the Bay Area today. It's snowing. That's weird. Join me for 30 minutes. We've got live core class every week. I host it. I'm going to be in Los Angeles next week. Hopefully you can hear me, see me. It's snowing. I don't know what the power is going to be like. Let's get started. So basically we've got 30 minutes of core strength. We're going to start off in standing, do a little bit of a yoga warm up if my dog gets out of the way. Then we're going to take it down onto the floor. We've got 3 moves. Every class has 3 power ab moves. Advanced, I will show options, all levels. I'm a physical therapist first, and then a strength coach and an endurance athlete. So always listen to your body, modify as needed. Be mindful of how your body is going, how it's feeling, modify as needed. I will show you options. I don't know what I'm going to do about him. Weights are optional, right? Dogs are also optional. You want to move out of the way here? We're going to start off in standing with a standing yoga warm-up. Move it, dude. He's like, what? Sorry, buddy. All right, we're going to start off in standing, a nice quick yoga warm-up, then take it down onto the mat. You don't need to be great at yoga. This is just a mobility warm-up. Join me every week for live class. We start off the same way, easy warm-up, stretching, get our body moving. Yoga is a great way to get that mobility. Reach up to the sky. Come to the back of your mat. Let's go through this sequence really quickly. Inhale, reach. Lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the arms all the way down, hanging out here. Knees are nice and soft. Just giving our back a nice chance to warm up, right? Just going through this yoga sequence just to get some mobility, movement before we get into that series of core moves. 30 minutes. That's class. Hang out here for one more breath. On your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straighten out the knees, get a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Brace with your abs. This is your hip hinge. Hold it here for one breath. And then bring your hands down, step back into plank. We do have some planks later on. Again, I will show you options. Holding it here, pressing away from the mat. Fingers are spread wide. Engage with your shoulders. Don't collapse. Hold it here for one breath. Bring your knees down, slowly lower chaturanga. We're starting super slow this first round. Just getting our bodies warmed up. Just kind of checking in. Inhale, baby cobra. Little baby spine extension. This should feel nice on the lower back, not pinching. Brace with your abs. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage your lats. That's going to help stabilize that lower back. Exhale back down. Uncurl your toes, push yourself back, downward facing dog. That is the entire flow. We're gonna go through that 2 more times. We're gonna speed up. Don't you worry. It's gonna get spicy with some of these ab moves. I'm just warning you. Starts off easy. Pedal those feet, give your ankles and calf a nice little stretch. I love this for my runners and my cyclists. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let's go through this round 2, sun salutation A. Roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Articulate through your spine. Mobility of the spine is a healthy spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the arms all the way down. Knees are soft. Hang out here, 1 breath. Inhale, halfway lift, hip hinge. This is your deadlift, right? My hip hinge. Hold it here. We have squats later. Don't be too surprised. Bring your hands down, step back into plank. We do have a chair pose to finish out our warm-up, which is your squat, right? Holding it here, press away from the mat, strong shoulders, engage, be active in your plank. Exhale, lower either knees down or all the way down, chaturanga, control, use those shoulders. Up dog or cobra, coming all the way up if that feels nice on the spine. Again, I want to engage my lats, so I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades down my back to get that engagement to support my lower back, and then I'm going to brace my abs a little bit. There shouldn't be any pinching. This should feel really nice on the back, right? Nice little extension. We've got 1 more round just like this. Exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. I give this one a lot to my runners and patients and people with tight calf and ankles. So I like this downward dog pose for a lot of people, myself included. Pedal the feet. If you're like me, you got tight calves. Welcome to the tight calf club. Walk your hands back to your feet. Last time through, you guys, then we're moving on. Inhale, reach to the sky. Lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Focus on your breath. Breath is part of our core. Hands come down, plank, strong shoulders. Upper body is part of your core as well, right? Not just abs. Exhale, lower. Up dog or cobra. Extension, enjoy this. How often do we extend our spine? We're always hunched over everything, right? Extension is healthy. And then downward facing dog. Meet me in downward dog. Let your heels just drop to the floor. And just enjoy this pose for a second before we move into standing. We're gonna do chair pose next. And then I'll go through that main series of 3 moves. Again, every class, subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications of my live classes. Every class, I've got this 3 series. Every time is different, but these are advanced moves in a series of 3. That's gonna be our main channel, guys. Suggested, but optional. Last breath here. Walk your hands back to your feet. Come into standing. Weights are optional for chair pose, AKA your squat. You've got options. I'm gonna give you guys 2 options today. If you've got weights, treat this like a squat. Why don't you just treat this like your basic back squat? You can hold the weights however you want. I have one 10-pounder. You can hold it like goblet squat here at your chest. If you've got one, you're just gonna sink back into my squat, sink down and back, right? Weight is here close to my chest, bracing with my abs. My back is flat. That's your option 1. If you've got 2 weights at your sides here, I'm thinking about starting from the floor up. Pull the arches up, engage my foot. That's gonna draw the knees out. That's gonna engage my glutes. And then I'm gonna sink into my chair pose. Now, other option, if you don't have weights, or you just wanna make this a little bit more spicy, a little bit more metabolic, is we're gonna come low into our squat, and then we're gonna add a knee crunch. So a little bit more of a challenge to your balance, or if you just wanna do something that's a little bit more intensity, right? You've always got options. So I want you to start with whichever you're doing today. Pay attention to this. This is the foundation right here. I cue this as a flat back with clients or athletes, but it's really neutral, right? We're thinking of that neutral pelvis, so I'm not arched and I'm not tucked, right? So flat back, whatever works for you, sitting down into the squat. If you don't have weights, I want you to go slow with this so you can work on that balance, right? As you pull the knee up. Root the foot into the ground, right? The foot, that's your foundation. 3 points of contact for our squat, which is our chair pose. Our big toe, our pinky toe, our heel. So we don't want to just be sitting back into our heels without proper foot engagement. So it is a back-loaded squat, but I want you guys to keep those toes planted. Pull the arches up. Let's go through a few more here. Whichever version you're doing, again, if you've got your weights, you're just squatting. Nothing wrong with that. Let's do 2 more just like this. 1 more time, rest, shake it out. We're gonna do 1 more set, just basic chair squat, chair pose, whatever. That's gonna be kind of the end of our warm-up, and then we'll stretch and get into our series. Let's do 1 more round just like that, whichever version you're doing. Again, if I've got that weight at my chest, for my goblet squat, I'm holding it close, not out here. Squeezing, engaging my lats, pull the shoulder blades down, open the chest, sit back, last time. Aiming for depth. We've warmed up. I want you guys to sink low into your squat. Your chair pose is a great way to work on that mobility as well, right? A lot of us got tight hips. Use this chair pose. Sink into the squat, whichever version you're doing. Right? If you don't have weights and you just want to work on that depth, or you just want to work on a little bit of speed, maybe getting your heart rate up a little bit, you can go a little bit faster with this, really up to you. My dog is trying to figure out, what am I doing? Moving in place and not taking him outside. Last few here, and then we're going to come down onto the mat, finish up our warm-up. We got a little bit of a cat-cow pose, and then I'm gonna walk us through that series of 3 moves today. Advanced. Get ready. 3 more here. 2, get low. 1 more. All right, done with that. Weights at your sides. Let's get into cat-cow. Finish our warm-up. Hopefully you guys are warmed up. I know I am, even though it's snowing outside. How crazy is that? All right, cat-cow, nice finisher for that mobility. Again, we want a supple spine, supple joints, as well as strong muscles. We want it all, right? As athletes of all levels, it doesn't matter if you're pro, beginner, weekend warrior, whatever, right? We need the mobility, movement, flexibility, healthy joints, supple spine, hips, shoulders, neck, knees. And then we want the strength, the muscles, strength and resilience of our body for our sports, for life. It's not just about sports, right? 2 more just like this. All right. We do have planks today. Forearm plank, modify as needed. If you need to take a break, that is fine. We have obliques. We have planks. We have low finish hollow body holds, one of my favorites. If you take my class, love me some hollow body holds. Why? They're freaking hard. That's why. Right? Challenge ourselves. We've only got 3 moves. Bicycle crunches. Everyone can do a bicycle crunch. Let's start with those, and then I'll walk you through the planks, which is our second move. Our hollow body hold is our third. That's a 30-second hold. It's gonna hurt. That's okay. That's why you're here. Bicycle crunches, everyone knows. I want you to start on that exhale, crunch. Lower back is staying pressed down, and then rotate. Hi. Hi. So again, trying not to get distracted by my dog, but I want you to tuck the chin in and just go for some extension of the spine. You're blocking my shot, dude. Hey, you're in my shot. He doesn't care. Okay, so I want you to focus on your belly button is your axis of rotation, right? So it's not about yanking on the neck. This is a long set. Settle in, breathe, 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 rotate here. Focus, attention. We have 3 moves. This may be the only ab core work you do today. Focus, focus, focus. The more your mind is focused on the work, the more you're gonna get that muscle recruitment and engagement. Whether your goal is more defined abs, stronger core, prevent lower back pain, be faster runner, more efficient running, biking, whatever, pay attention. Got limited time. Let's finish off with these bicycles, and then we've got our forearm plank. That's gonna be a 30-second hold. And then 30 seconds, we're gonna do hip dips. Right? It's a minute. Take a break whenever you need to, again. These should feel easy. This is the easy one, right? You just gotta bicycle it out. Bicycle it out. 4 more here. 3, 2, shoulders are off the floor. Last one. Flip it over, forearm plank. This is my RKC style plank. This is not a flat back plank. This is intentionally here. I want you to drive your elbows down to your toes, imagining as you're in this plank, you're pulling your elbows down to your toes, create more abs on. This should feel really challenging if you're doing it right. Tailbone slightly tucked under, abs fired up. 30 seconds, and then you're gonna dip the hips 30 seconds. Let's start that off in 3, in 2, get ready, palm down, forearm plank, let's go. 30 seconds starts now. I have that slight curve in my back. I want you to remember this, guys, because we're gonna flip it over onto our back for our hollow body hold, and it's gonna be the reverse of this. I want you to really feel this, that tailbone tucked under, the elbows bracing, pulling down, that ab tension. That's exactly what's gonna happen next. We're just gonna be upside down with this. And get ready, we're gonna do those hip dips in 3, 2, and drop. Again, if you need to take breaks, you're like, I gotta rest, Dara. I can't do this. Totally fine, right? I tell my patients, clients, anybody, this is your class for you. I am just your guide. Modify as needed based on your body, right? This is your class. You are the boss. I am the guide. Let's finish these subtle hip dips. Again, a little bit of obliques here with these hip drops. You're not going very far. Just ever so slightly side to side, in 3, in 2, in 1, flip it over, hollow body hold, my favorite. Why? Because it's hard. Deep abdominals, lower abdominals. I want you to focus on your lower back staying pressed down the whole time. The full version is here, beginner here, intermediate, advanced. 30 seconds. I need that lower back so glued to the floor. There's 0 space here, all right? We're gonna 30-second hold, and then I'm gonna have us do a quick little flutter, kick it out for 5. So 30 seconds starting in 3, 2, lift. My lower back is pressed down. This is that same C curve. This is advanced, guys, right? Easier here, easier legs higher, harder, lower. Banana, should look like a little banana, right? Got 30 seconds, and we're gonna do a quick little flutter, 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 really quick. In 3, in 2, kick it out, 5, 4, kick, 3, 2, 1, we're done. Let the knees rock side to side, round 2. We've got 3 rounds total. That wasn't that hard, right? Pretty easy. Again, tuck the chin, coming up, bicycles. We're not taking a break. Back into it. We've got a lot to cover in only 30 minutes. Every class I host is different, but I always try and give you guys a little bit of diversity for this core work. Again, we don't want to always just do planks. We don't want to always just do obliques. We don't want to always just do crunches. We need everything, right? We want movement, we want static holds, we want dynamic, we want glutes, right? Our chair pose. Other classes, maybe I'll do some glute bridges or some single leg, some warrior 3, which is your deadlift, your single leg deadlift. We've got lots of options, but we want to get all of it, right? I cannot emphasize that enough, right? So I give you a little sample, like, oh, there's 3 different moves, we're targeting some different things. That's kind of what I want you guys to aim for, right? When we're doing our core work, or any of my clients or athletes, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, something like this, right? Let's do 10 more here. 9, 8, breathe, 7, 6, extend the legs, 5, 4, 3, 2, forearm plank. Let's go. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. You know the drill by now. Engage, brace, pull. 30 seconds. Let's start that off. Think about where you are focusing here, right? In 3, in 2, get ready, palms down, and let's go. 30-second hold, 30-second hip dips. Assume the position. Elbows engaged. Engaged, meaning there's some tension. Create more tension in the abs, right? When we get into this hollow body hold position, right? We can create that curve. We can create a little bit more of those abs, recruited and turned on, right? Really stay active in this pose. In 3, in 2, 1, dip the hips. If you want to do something else, right? If you want to kind of change up, move the feet out side to side, do something different, lift the legs up, a little bit more glutes, whatever, hey, that's fine too. I'm keeping it kind of boring today. Just keeping it simple. Dip the hips, dip the hips. Obliques, my obliques are already kind of feeling it. Side to side. In 3, in 2, and 1 on your back. Hollow body hold, round 2. 3 of them. Focus, attention, lower back, press down. If you don't do these hollow body holds right, guess what? Your lower back's gonna hurt, and that's not the point. That ain't it. Find the position that you can hold solid. Lower back pressed down, rib cage comes down. Holding for 30 seconds. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, connect, 2, here, lower back, and hold. Again, the lower you go, the harder it is. Also, if you are a bigger person, I'm a pretty small person, the bigger you are, the heavier, the stronger, the bigger your muscles and your legs are, the harder these are, right? So don't be deceived. Some of these moves are easier for us smaller